In the wild, that egg would have never made it to this point at all.
Ah, if we're gonna have freaks, what about a two-headed freak? That'd be kind of crazy. Can you, hold on. What do we got here?
Check it out. Here we are again. Unbelievable, got this incredible clutch. Every single snake in here is het albino, and they're orange ghost stripes. And so I'm really excited. I can't wait to see all the things that are in here. And look at this. They're trying to get out right now. And the good news is everybody looks pretty good, so let's find out if everybody's okay. And the idea here is real simple. I don't want anybody not to make it. Oh, look at that. There's an orange ghost stripe, 100% het albino. Woohoo! They're het white phase, and the albino orange ghost stripes are so incredible. Oh man, another orange ghost stripe het albino. Look at that. So the father's albino, and so the mom was a pos het albino, but she's only a pos het albino, and I would venture to say right now, it's not gonna be het albino. So look at this, look at this big egg here. So this egg is just literally giant. And what it is that's soaked up more fluid than say this egg did. So what's gonna happen, this snake could actually have a harder time getting out, believe it or not, because the egg's so big that it doesn't have as easy a place to push against. And so, ooh, man, you know what? This one was never gonna hatch anyway. Whoa, it's a totally weird snake. Oh my gosh. What the heck is that? That's the back end of the snake. Shh. That is really defected. Dang. So the weird part about it is because we're cutting the eggs, in the wild that egg would have never made it to this point at all. And that's how it would have been. It's just because it's kind of a bummer because that snake's healthy in the front half. But that snake would have never made it in the wild because it would have basically not had all the ideal conditions that we were able to give them by taking away from their mom and incubating them. There's another gorgeous orange ghost stripe. Man, yeah, wow, we're really getting lucky on this. So technically we should have half orange ghost stripes anyway, but it looks to me like we're doing better than half. Now this one's not oh wow, you know what? So that's a sunfire. So that means we can have a sunfire orange ghost stripe, because that's a sunfire het orange ghost stripe het albino. So that means we actually can get a sunfire orange ghost stripe. Oh, look at this egg. There's nothing in it. That's empty because it's one of those. Already took off out of the egg. So the question is now, will we get sunfire albinos? I mean sunfire het albinos, which is really important for us because we don't have many of those. That's a nice healthy baby, but that one's just a het albino, het orange ghost stripe. And that's because genetically speaking, oh, there it is. So this is sunfire orange ghost stripe. It's crazy because it looks like a Mochino albino, but it's not. It's just such a light, beautiful snake with the sunfire that it literally makes it look like, it makes it look albino. But when you see an albino orange ghost stripe, you'll know. Man, it is incredible. Look at this one here. This orange ghost stripe is coming out of the egg. That's a normal one. Wow, now I'm like dying to find out what we got here. Let's see. Oh. So that one there's upside down. Oh, it's actually not alive. It didn't make it. So this is reason why snakes have so many eggs, is because literally they die. That's why, you know, when you look at things like crickets, they're constantly eaten by other animals. So let's see what we got here. Whoa. Oh, back in. So we got one. Oh, there's another sunfire double het, but not a sunfire orange ghost stripe. Let's see here. This is whoa, man. That one's trying to leave town. Whoa, man. Whoa. That one's gone. We got to chase that one down. We interrupt this broadcast to go catch wild animals. Little baby orange ghost stripes. And that's a reticulated python. They're absolutely beautiful. Check them out. They absolutely awesome snake. We're getting a bucket so we can control this craziness. So far we've gotten a couple weird messed up ones, but for the majority, everybody looks pretty good. There's another one, there's a Sunfire. These are obviously already out, so if you're wondering why they're out, because these ones hatched earlier and I waited overnight. So that one there has cut. This one's cut. Oop, it's another Sunfire. It's a little one, but man, it looks like an albino, but it's not. That's a Sunfire. So that's a little runny one that probably, again, would have never made it, but because we've given them an incubator and some advantages, it made it. And so that should do great. We've had runts do very well. Here's what a reticulated python's supposed to look like. And because it's head orange ghost stripe, it has these funny patterns down its back, and the tail will be a little different. So let's see. So there, oh, look at this one's head out. So we can tell already that this is another het. And when I say het, that means it's heterozygous, which means it's actually carrying the genes of the orange ghost stripe. There it is. Real healthy little baby. Looks great, close to coming out. And that's the normal look of reticulated pythons. Now, so when you see all these other videos that we have, look at this one. He's halfway out. He's like, what's going on out there? Am I missing a show? One side is called heterozygous, which means it's carrying the gene. And when it's called homozygous is when it actually has both genes in it. And this would be homozygous, this one right here. So that's homozygous, which means it's carrying the whole gene. That's an orange ghost stripe. Now, this other one that I said was a Sunfire orange ghost stripe, this is carrying a recessive gene, which two recessive genes of orange ghost stripe, and it's carrying one gene of Sunfire, which is codominant. So Sunfire, if you breed it to anything, will make Sunfire. But if you breed an orange ghost stripe, you get that heterozygous thing again, which means it's carrying the gene and not expressing it. And this is a homozygous, which means it's expressing it. So that's kind of really high-tech stuff for some of you out there. And it's really high-tech stuff for me, except that this is what I like to do. And because it's like what I want to do, somehow I didn't do very good in school, but somehow I'm doing stuff that scientists do mathematically, and it's kind of crazy. But I guess when you like to do something, you do very well at it. That's all of a sudden, you become the best at it because it's something you're passionate about. I really enjoy the snakes. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It's a Sunfire. So this is, again, an orange ghost Sunfire. If we're going to have freaks, what about a two-headed freak? That'd be kind of crazy. Can you, hold on. What do we got here? There's one. Do I have two? Can't tell. This might, look at this, you guys. It's twins. Buy one, get one free. Oh, I didn't buy them, did I? I hatched the eggs. So now all of a sudden, we're back in the good odds if we were counting odds, because now we have this thing that happened where one egg got fertilized by two sperm, technically, and the egg split, and there we go. We got two babies in one egg. Is that cool or what? That is absolutely awesome. So I think that's pretty darn awesome.
You called it two heads.
Huh? I want two heads. I wouldn't mind a two-headed connected one. Does that make me an evil, bad person? But I had two-headed snakes for 12 years, and one for 13, almost 14 years, and one for 12 years. And so I got to admit, I think it'd be pretty cool. Maybe you guys don't, but to have a 20-foot two-headed snake, lift its head up, big two giant heads like that. I don't know, maybe I'm a little bit of mad scientist. I think it'd be crazy. Come on, seriously, what do you think? I think it's not crazy. I think it's just, as long as it happens naturally and I didn't have anything to do with it, I see it as just nature in action. There it goes, there's a Sunfire, nice healthy Sunfire. And last time I talked about a two-headed snake, I got one. So this one here looks like it might be in trouble. I can tell from the outside, and because when the outsides are discolored, there it is. So man, so that one's not even alive. That one's definitely, I can smell it. So like I said, some of them wouldn't even make it to hatching, and that's just part of nature. Even though this isn't nature, and that's why I'm helping them, because I don't want nature's odd, you know. Nature's odds are kind of crazy, because in real life, if you stop and think about it, right? And they're always talking about animals being endangered, right? Well, think about it. if an animal's endangered and it has 60 babies a year and it breeds for 10 years, that's 600 babies. And out of 600 babies, less than 2 babies survive to replace mom and dad. That's a pretty tough life. And that's why personally, I don't want to live in the wild, and I don't mind having animals that aren't living in the wild, just like I like my dog and cat. Not everybody agrees with that, and I understand that. And it's perfectly fine. These animals never lived in the wild, nor did their mom live in the wild, nor did even their grandparents live in the wild. Now, at some point, some of them did, obviously. Oh, look at that. That is beautiful. Whoa, look at that. It's so beautiful. And that's a Sunfire Orange Ghost Stripe. So that's that homozygous, which is two sides of the orange ghost stripe, and that's that Sunfire on top of it. And it's hiding one more gene. That albinism is, just remember, het. And that means heterozygous, which means it's got one side that you can't see. Cool clutch, lots of genetics. I don't know what you guys have some questions about genetics, but we're all ears. And you know what? The biggest thing is, I hope you learn from this video. Do something you love and you're passionate about and call it work. It'll never be at work, but it'll be a great time. You'll be the best at it. And you know what? I'd have made a really bad English teacher.